Brian Maxwell checking in. What's going on to my LinkedIn family? On vacation. But you know, one thing I hear people talk about vacation, they think that that means that when you go off, that you just stop focusing on business life or just helping people. And some people think that way, but not me. So one of the things I want to talk about right now, real quick, while I'm sitting out here poolside, out here in Kissimmee, I want to talk about one of the steps that needs to be taken when you bring your customer back to your store after a demonstration drive. A lot of people like to wait and do a service tour or a dealership tour after the deal is already closed. But I want you to think about something. Being proactive in sales is actually far more beneficial than just being reactive. Because what if the deal never gets to that point where you actually are closing it? And who knows if you taking this one step in advance prior to the deal closing could really be the difference between you losing the deal and gaining the client. So one thing you want to do is make sure when you come back after your demonstration drive, please know that your customer is expecting you to sit them right back down in that desk and for you to start hammering them home with numbers. And let's think about it. The only thing they've been waiting on the entire time they've been there is what it takes for them to be able to own and start enjoying that particular vehicle. Okay? And so everything that we do has got to be steps that make it easy for this person to make a smart, safe buying decision and do business with us at our store. So how do we do that? In every single step of the process, our entire focus should be on giving the relevant information, giving of our undivided attention, giving of our respect, and giving of our service. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that makes the difference between us and them going someplace else is the level of the experience and the value built in the product or the service that you are promoting. Please excuse that helicopter tour that's going on over my head. And so, after the demonstration drive, as opposed to waiting until after they buy for you to do a dealership tour, think about it like this. They come back, they're ready for you to sit down and start hammering numbers at them. They're prepared. Their defensive wall goes up 10 feet high, 3 feet wide. But think about it like this. If instead of just sitting them down, doing what they're prepared for you to do, you say, hey, listen, folks, I want y'all to do this. Follow me this way. I'm going to show you where you bring your vehicle when it's time for you to get it serviced. And you take them and you give them a dealership tour and you show them the service department. You introduce them to an advisor and you let them know, hey, Sarah or John here will be the ones that will be taking care of you when you bring your vehicle in. I just wanted to make sure that you knew exactly where you come. Our service department, when you're waiting on your vehicle to get done, we have free Wi-Fi, we have free condiments, hot chocolate, coffee, water, chips, donuts, whatever it is that you like. We also have 24-hour key drop. We also have a shuttle service. Whatever it is that you offer, make sure that you give them that tour and you let them know about that. Now, here's why that's so important. Because even though their defensive wall is 10 feet tall and 3 foot wide, when you take them and you introduce them to a service advisor or to the service manager, what happens is that person greets them with a smile and with a handshake. And they will respond with a handshake and with a smile. Now, have you ever been pissed off at somebody, whether you're somebody you're in a relationship with or one of your kids? You're mad at them, right? But they say, oh, I love you, or I apologize, or they give you a gift, or they make you laugh or smile. You ever notice that you're nowhere near as mad as you were at one point in time? That anger, or that little bit of dissatisfaction, or whatever it is you were having, it goes down. Why? Because they did make us feel important. They made us laugh. They made us smile. Okay? So make sure that when you are engaging with your guests at your dealership, when you come back off that demonstration drive, give them a tour of your dealership and introduce them. Now, after that, what we're going to do is we are going to go back and sit them down. But that 10-foot high defensive wall may only be 9 foot high now. That 3 foot wide defensive wall may only be 2 feet. Your primary objective is to make sure that they just lower that defensive wall low enough so we can peek over into their backyard and learn exactly what's going on. At the end of the day, in sales, our objective is to give more than we receive. Okay? Because if we're not giving our attention, if we're not giving our respect, if we're not giving this person every good reason to make a smart, safe buying decision and do business with us, the way they pay us back is when it's time for us to give them the options that they can utilize in order to start enjoying that vehicle right away. You know what they do? They'll beat you down on price. And the reason why they beat you down on price is because they don't see the value. And I'm not talking about the value in the vehicle. I'm talking about the value in you, in your store, and in the service that you build. And at the end of the day, when two customers come in, one pays full sticker and one walks out driving a vehicle that the dealership took a loss on. Same exact vehicle, same exact store, two different customers. Why is that different? Because the one that did sign at first pencil and got it at full value, bought it at full price, because the value that was built in it was much higher than the price that was asked. The other person that beat you down on price and walked out with it and the dealership took a loss, they didn't see the value. And do you know who's responsible for that? Us. And it's not about that piece of plastic or metal. It is literally about the level of your conversation, your experience, or your ability to establish a level of trust, of credibility with this individual or with these individuals. We literally have to do everything that we can to make it easy for somebody to do business with us at our place. They don't have to come in positive minded. They don't have to come in a good mood. They know that they're going to potentially be coming out with an additional payment. Sometimes it may be a little bit higher, what have you. But it is our responsibility to maintain being positive, to maintain our level of service, and to make sure we do everything we can to give far more than we ask for from this guest. And there's a quote from one of the most popular books ever known. And it said, it's better to give than to receive. And that's not just a bumper sticker. That is not just a cliche phrase. That is the rule and the facts of life. And to be successful in sales and become a six-figure income earner, you have to be willing to give more than what you ask for. So if a vehicle's $40,000, you better do a $60,000 presentation. If it's $10,000, do a $30,000 presentation. Okay? And that all lies within you making sure you follow the right steps. You utilize a sales process that flat out works. As a matter of fact, in the description of this video, and please excuse the sweat, it's hot. I'm in Florida, I'm out here in Orlando poolside, but I'm still thinking about you. We family. Click the link in this description. Go on over, because there are thousands of people all around the world who are like you, who are in automotive sales, who are looking for the right ways and the right process to help convert more customers, to be able to earn more money and to have fun while they're doing it. Take that link in the description, click it, because what is available for you is something that people that literally are doubling and tripling their income every single month are utilizing. There are 3.5 hours worth of training videos to teach you the sales process, but not just every step in it. And it's not just that traditional road to the sale. No, these are tried, tested, and proven ways for you to be able to capitalize on the opportunities that you get when somebody comes in. And it's not just the steps, but it's the psychology behind the steps, because people buy 90% based off emotion and back it up with 10% logic. So if you're logically trying to educate somebody on why they should make a buying decision, you will lose. And why do you think when you go into a clothing store, they have you try the stuff on? Why do you think in the mall that lady or that man is out there with that food on a toothpick for you to test it? They're giving you the opportunity to test it out, try it, and with no obligation. But at the end of the day, when you taste it, you say, man, that tastes good. It increases the likelihood of you doing business with them. This is the same way. When a person comes to your store, they're no longer thinking about it. They're not shopping around. They're taking action because they are physically there. So click the link in the description and learn how you can capitalize when you get somebody there to help them make a smart, safe buying decision. There's over 3.5 hours of video and audio on automotive sales training. There's over 3 hours of video and audio on how to drive Facebook leads to your social media page or to your dealership. There's over 2 hours of videos on the 100 success tips to help you stay positive and motivated as you go through your week. There's the online traffic surge, which is also 3 hours of video. And then you and I do have one-on-one live coaching sessions when you get started. And one thing I will let you know, if you're afraid and you say, oh my God, for all of this, I'm probably gonna pay an arm and a leg, click the link in the description, because you'll be blown away how for pennies on the dollar that you can utilize for the rest of your life, this is all made available to you. It don't take nothing but a click, just a click. Check it out. If you choose that it works for you, great. If not, great too. But at the end of the day, my way of giving back is making sure that all the tools that are helping people out worldwide are made available to my family and to my friends that I communicate with all the time. And so click the link in the description. And remember, when you get back off that demonstration drive, don't just sit that person down. Don't do that. Give them a tour of your store. Show them your service department. Don't wait until after the so-called deal is done, because how many deals might you have lost because you didn't take this extra step, okay? And it's the little things that make a real big difference. So I'm Brian Maxwell checking in. Make sure you follow the step, and I look forward to seeing you at the dealership. Over and out.